Hello, I'm Greg Hrutkay of Hrutkay Mods, and welcome to another At Friend's Place video where we are going to see Collin Mister, aka dosdude1, and go see DosLab again and do some behind the scenes stuff and stuff. Behind me we have the Mac Truck 2.0. Mac Truck. Mac Truck 2.0 is a Ford, and everyone knows, found on road daily. Fixed on road daily. It should make it there, I hope, and it should make it back, I hope. But anyway, let's go check out the Mac collection that we have in there and get on the road. This is just some of the stuff we're bringing. And there's my clothes, there's some Mac Minis, my MacBook M1 Max, my MacBook Pro, that 2011 MacBook, bunch of tools, a bunch of logic boards, the iClam G4, the Apple TV, a bunch of other stuff in there. Then in here, we've got all my filming equipment, a Blueberry slot load iMac G3, a Grape slot load iMac G3, and the eMac that's soon to be the world's fastest. So let's get on the road. Well, welcome to DosLab, guys. There's Chad, there's Collin. Say hi, guys.
What's up?
What's up? What are you guys up to?
I'm just messing with the
What are you doing with the ThinkPad?
Putting Corbett on it.
Corbett. Yep.
Fun.
It's just making sure, seeing why it's not working now. Did post this time.
Well, that's good. So with the core boot, what are you guys trying to do with the core boot?
Yeah, just alternative boot firmware.
Well, I know that much.
Just to do it.
Just to do it.
Why do I need a reason?
So you guys probably have never seen DosLab. It's one of those areas where you have to really watch where you're stepping so you don't step on a MacBook or something laying on the floor. There's my pile of junk, and then there's their stuff. You guys have a lot of stuff here.
Yeah. Need a tour?
Yeah, I'd love a tour.
Well, most of this is all personal.
I figured that.
We've got, it's mostly vintage over here. You might recognize some things. We've got the oscilloscopes and the logic analyzer. This is a voltmeter I'm working on. I'm going to do a video on that.
Oh, cool. It's got Nixie tubes in it.
Yeah, it's, I haven't even powered it on. I don't want to. It probably powers on just fine, but I want to make sure it's all
yeah, you definitely want to make sure because, well, if anything, the Nixie tubes are impossible to replace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Pile of broken MacBooks, graphics cards, bins of Hamfest stuff. Oh. Probably about 1,000 pounds of hard drives.
Holy
data destruction. So.
Holy crap.
We got Collin's collection over here of miscellaneous desktop PCs.
Yeah.
Sorry, Macs.
There's my battery charging up. Yeah, we're going to be here for 2.5 days or so filming, and we'll give regular updates. There's Collin's new Molar Mac. We really need to do something about the Molar Macs because I need to make that display cable adapter for my cable, my card on my Molar. That could be an interesting video.
Yeah, this one hasn't even booted yet, so it's got a bunch of stuff it needs to.
Well, I know it had an exploded battery in it.
Yes, it did.
I've never seen a SAFT battery do that. That's the first SAFT I've ever seen.
Right here. The remnants and the stuff that splooged all over.
Oh, man. Yeah. Cool. There's the 3D printer.
Bunch of storage parts drawers we're working on organizing.
There's the bathroom they never use. Yeah, lots of fun behind the scenes stuff. There's the server that runs all of the DosDude and DosLab server stuff.
Yep.
And that's what it looks like when you're getting on the internet to their websites. That's the server right there.
Yep.
So, yeah, cool. Collin's out trying to figure out how to get that to work, so that's why he left. But, yeah, pretty neat. So, yeah, guys, we'll be here a few days filming. You'll see excerpts of that. And we're also going to go visit GT tomorrow. And he'll probably end up in this video, too. So, looking forward to that. We'll see you then. Say hi, GT.
Hi, GT.
We're over at GT's house. He's showing us his TI-99.
Well, I was going to show Collin the final GROM on how it works and everything. So, you know, I'm texting. I don't know if you ever have you ever used a texter?
I've never used a TI-99.
Oh, they're awesome computers. Now they were the first 16-bit PC, or not PC, but the first 16-bit computers that came out, because everything was 8-bit back then.
Yeah.
However, TI screwed up and they crippled it. So this thing only comes with 128 bytes of memory.
Sheesh.
Scratch memory. It has 16K of memory in it. However, that 16K of memory is for video, and it shares it with the CPU. So basically, the CPU has to go through the video display to call it, so it slows down everything.
Yeah.
And they kind of crippled it because it is a 16-bit processor. However, it processes in 8-bit. So this is the final GROM. So you got TI Basic, of course, and then final GROM. So we're going to go to that. And then this is basically new technology. So it's 2017.
Yeah.
This came out in 1979 was when it first came out.
Yeah.
So you have all these different things on here. So one of the cool things here, I'm going to show you.
It's cool you've got the speech synthesizer.
Yes, I do have the speech synthesizer. It's one of the first ones they ever came out with too, because and it sounds like, you ever see War Games? That's what it sounds like pretty much. So let me see. I'm gonna find a good one here. Where is Super Mario Brothers?
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it looks just like the original Super Mario Brothers. The Super NES one.
It does look just like it.
Yes.
Sounds a little weird, but I mean, that's kind of a given for the TI-99, I'm sure.
Ooh, it almost died. The problem is the jump is the up.
Yeah.
Oh, how did I get that?
I don't have a clue.
I don't do that. Yeah, this is pretty good. You can only play this with that video upgrade that I got in here, because it will not play it with the original. Yeah, I didn't get the top of it, so. But it's just like the original. So, but the cool thing about it is I can reset it from here, and then reset the final GROM itself, and then basically go back and why it's in black and white, I don't know. And
That's still not the right color.
Just change the background of the.
I'll just turn it off and turn it on.
There it goes.
Sometimes it doesn't reset properly, but that's all right. So then basic for this thing is a little weird too. Their basic runs slow on here. So somebody did a test one time against the Commodore 64, because that's what the comparable computer at the time.
Right.
And when you run the same program in basic on it, this thing takes about 4 times as long to run it, because of that memory thing I was telling you about, where it has to go through the video processor to call a memory and then back to the CPU. Instead of the CPU doesn't have direct access to the memory.
Right.
It only has direct access to 128 bytes. Now, supposedly, from what I've read, the 32K expansion is supposed to be direct memory access, but it's still slow, because now you got to go through this big long cable, you know, all the way to this thing to get to it. That's like this Mac Pro here. This is a 1,1 I got with the box, And so I have a Mac Pro box, you know,
Yeah.
that any of my Mac Pros will fit in it now, but it still works too. This is a G5. This one works perfectly fine. I play Unreal Tournament on it all the time. That's a 1,1 MDD. I believe that's the MDD. Sorry, no, that's right.
That's the
MDD, and this is a
gigabit Ethernet.
yeah, which somebody was supposed to be bringing
I stepped on it. It kind of broke. I know.
the door
The latch tray.
because see this one, I have to lock it from the back because otherwise it will
Flop open.
yeah. So I have to, because it doesn't lock because it's broke right here. See how it doesn't have the
Yeah.
pieces. So in order for me to keep it closed, I actually pull out the locking latch just to. But it still works. That one, that was a recycle save too from. Now this one I actually bought for, I think it's like 30 bucks. I can't remember. But it was in pristine condition. The drive doors, in fact, it still has the plastic on one of it.
Cool.
You know, the peel.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
So I didn't take the peel off of it. So I'm like, I'm going to leave it on there because now the side of this had stickers all over it and everything. And I had to use a lot of Goo Gone to get all that stuff off. But it looks really good. I actually like that one a lot better than I like that one. But I just keep them around and they all power up. So.
You having fun, Chad?
Yeah.
Found some doggies to pet. Huh? So, and then of course you've seen this. I don't know if you filmed that or not. But that's
I haven't yet. Yeah.
That's my newest toy, the Mac Studio.
Yeah.
I have a 5-drive. Steve actually has the same one that I have right there. Bought it off of Amazon. So
cool.
Plugs into USB-C, works perfectly fine. I like it. Then my ham radio stuff over here, Collin can look at. So I have a Kenwood TMD 700. It's a dual band APRS data radio. So the head of it's down on the bottom down here, and the body's up on top.
Okay.
And it's got a serial port connector to connect outside. So this is pre-USB days.
Nice.
Then the Cam Plus, which is HF/VHF TNC for data. And then of course the Athlon power supply to power it all.
Yeah.
Cool.
Then non-Mac stuff, I have my gaming PC over here. And Jay would love all that RGB in there.
Oh yeah, it's very pretty, Jay. Oh yeah. It doesn't matter. He doesn't watch my videos anymore anyway.
Yeah. And all my collection of other stuff that I have, you know.
Yeah.
I even have a Commodore 64 down there, see? You'd think it's a 128, but it's a 64.
Oh yeah, yeah, I see it. Yeah.
I got that one for free too. That was another recycle save because the guy was going to give away a bunch of Commodore stuff. You know, I was like, take it. So I met him, you know, and now I did pay for that 2C, the Apple 2C.
Yeah.
And I actually retrobrighted the actual 2C itself. I haven't retrobrighted the.
Yeah. It looks pretty good.
Yeah. So I did that with the peroxide UV method. Then, of course, this is a Timex Sinclair.
Yeah.
Membrane keyboard. You've probably seen one of these, huh, Collin?
Yep. Yep.
That was my first computer I ever owned.
Jeez.
Not that particular one, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I had to have one just to say nostalgia type deal.
Yes.
Cool.
So, anything else you want to see? Or
Well, we came over here because you had a stack of stuff for me, and
Yeah,
I wanted to see you. So
all right, and we're gonna go load that stuff up, I guess. And you want to show your viewers the stack of stuff?
yeah, let's do that.
All right.
You also gave Collin what again?
Oh, a M1 MacBook Pro.
That's
and,
outside.
and a couple of probably Intel. I know they're Intel Macs.
Right there,
They're
yeah.
Retinas.
Yeah, there's two retinas.
Yeah.
13-inch retinas.
Yeah, not the Mac Pros. Those are mine. Those are staying here. That's my backups. So
Yeah.
those things are like tanks, man. You can't kill them.
Oh yeah, I know.
Both of them actually have the Pixeless mod in it done to it too. So
You remember when we did the cleaning live stream?
yes,
Yeah. My Mac looks worse than that now. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, he's friendly though. He loves people. It just takes him a while to get used to.
So what are you giving me here, GT?
A whole bunch of MacBooks.
I see that.
If you want to divvy them up with Collin, he might want some of them. I don't know. I mean,
I've got too many already.
yeah, that's why I'm getting rid of
30-inch cinema display.
It's a 30-inch. It's got a little scratch in the display. I don't have the power supply for it, but it does work.
Well, it doesn't matter. None of them are working anymore anyway, so.
It does work. The display does work. I actually have used it, but it does have like a slight scratch in the screen. But
It's not a big deal.
I mean, these 30-inch displays are nice.
They are.
Yeah.
But they're huge and they power monsters.
Oh, that's an interesting sticker.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh, I can tell what that is. Yeah.
It's a taco. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you notice now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't even recognize it at first. But
Yeah.
So, giving you all these, plus you're getting 2 CMPs. Both of them are 4,1s.
Yeah.
I think I upgraded the CPU. In fact, one of them has this one has the 1 times 3.33 gigahertz 4-core. That's actually the one that came with it.
Sweet.
And it's got a GT120 in it. And this one has a 2 times 3.06, so it's a 5520,
Nice.
I think. I think it's it's W5520 CPUs in it. Delit by me, of course. So this one actually has been upgraded because it came with originally 30. I think they originally came with 35 something or 40. I can't remember. It's been upgraded.
Yeah.
Because it was like quad core. Now it's 6-core processor. So
X56.
Yep.
Yeah.
56
and 32 gigabytes of memory in this one. So
Sweet.
this one has 8 gigabytes because it's only one CPU.
Right.
And the difference between the two is that one's got delited CPUs. This one doesn't. Why Apple did that?
Yeah.
Well, which one? Is it the single CPU?
Yeah, the single
So,
CPU.
yeah.
Because it's got the lockdown, so you don't have to delit it.
Yep.
Cool. Well, thank you, GT.
Yeah.
It was great seeing you for sure.
Yeah, good seeing you too.
So, well, I guess head back to Collins.
Yep. Spend the night there, huh?
Yeah. I'll be there another day or so. So, yeah. Thank you, GT.
Yeah, no problem.
Going to get food. Little does anyone know, Colin's actually a car guy, too.
Video.
It is your video.
All right.
They have a soda fountain, guys.
So, purge. Get the cold, chilled water from the fridge into the nozzle before you pour.
Okay.
Now, we have 2 flavors. We have root beer and Mountain Dew. Which do you prefer?
Either work.
I'll give you Mountain Dew since that's what you initially said.
Okay.
So that's the L button on the nozzle here, or on the fountain head here. You just press that.
It looks like Mountain Dew.
It is.
Mhm.
And there you go. You got yourself a fresh glass of chilled Mountain Dew.
Yeah, that's Mountain Dew. Awesome.
What is it?
You're making this sound more difficult.
Well, because you didn't think about the intricacies of this upgrade that I still don't understand the point of.
Why not? That's what the point was.
But it doesn't do anything.
We're talking about my Lincoln. It's already recorded.
One.
And here is the prototypes he's built. Restored anyway. 2nd generation iPod Touch. Pretty neat. Collin also ended up with a prototype. Where'd you get it from, Collin?
From Luke Miani.
Lucky.
It's a 2015 MacBook Pro Prototype.
It's awesome. Anything else special about it?
Nope, just has
A red board.
red motherboard, blue I/O board, and green trackpad board.
That is very special.
Yep, it's the only difference.
Yeah. And just like works as a normal one?
Kind of.
Kind of.
It has some weird oddities.
Like what? Is that the prototype battery still working in it?
Yes.
That's shocking.
It takes forever to boot because for some reason NVRAM doesn't store the boot device properly, so it gets stuck on still waiting for root device, and then eventually it gets past it and starts booting again. But it's strange.
I'm seeing the nice...
Yep.
Yeah, the nice banding. There's also an odd dent in the screen, too.
Right.
You nearly ripped that one apart. It's too bad it's not running some kind of development build.
Yeah, the SSD, I think even before it got out of China, was removed, so there was no chance of getting it.
And it hits the prohibited sign.
It'll still boot though, just keep waiting.
Really?
Yep. That's it, just saying still waiting for root device.
Well, that's weird. What root device is it waiting on?
The boot disk. It's like I said, it doesn't store it properly.
Cool.
And there it is, just a stock copy of
Yosemite.
You can really run whatever you want on here. The weird part is the trackpad is slightly different from the production trackpad in some of its logic. So the click works, but the haptics don't. So it just feels like you're pressing harder on nothing's happening.
Weird.
But it does click.
And what's system report say?
It has a prototype boot ROM.
Cool.
With the weird model identifier.
Yeah.
J53 COM1. And then Intel Core i5, which is not even what it has. It does have an i7, but for some reason it doesn't detect it properly.
Huh.
And then the rest of it's just a standard 2015 spec.
That's cool.
Machine.
It's cool.
Although another oddity is it has 1866 megahertz RAM, which these never came with normally.
What did they come with?
Just 1600 megahertz DDR3.
Huh.
Of course, you can upgrade it to 1866 and change the SPD data, but this one has it stock, so technically you could... I'd be curious to actually dump this and see what other memory configs it has in it, or the boot ROM, but I haven't done that yet.
Cool. That's cool to see for sure.
Yep.
What's it to say about the serial number?
None.
None? Huh. How about that?
None programmed.
Cool. It's a straight up prototype for sure.
Yep.
A little behind the scenes of Collin upgrading my Apple TV to max the RAM out.
A whopping 512 megs.
Yeah, but it will help a little bit with the server. Don't you think?
Might help a little.
Might help a little.
We'll see.
I mean, that's the bare minimum that Leopard needs anyway.
That's true.
Yeah. Cool. Collin gets to experience my server image firsthand if it boots. Should have probably done something by now.
Hard drive's plugged in.
There it goes.
Yep.
Why is it only half the screen?
It just does that. Don't worry about it. It's still slow.
Yeah. I didn't expect it to speed it up any. I just figured it'd make it more of a better server.
Yes.
He's trying to figure out why this thing constantly crashes the first like 50 times you try to boot it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, just take the audio out. It's a server. Who cares?
Yeah.
But yeah, look, let's see. 512. It's actually really neat on an Apple TV. Still kind of silly, but yeah.
Everything else is the same.
Yeah. It's cool. All right, well, Collin's going to fix this install for me real quick so we can finally make this image for you guys. So, awesome. The final thing Collin is doing for me is fixing my mistakes in my poor soldering skills. How bad did I mess it up, Collin?
Very badly.
Yeah, great. Yeah. This is my wireless CarPlay adapter for my motorcycle. At least it used to be. It's now going to go in my truck. And kind of need to get it to work again. So, Collin's trying to fix it right now. You ready now?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay. All right, let's see what happens. I don't know if I've ever tested this on this radio. I don't know if it works or not. Nope. Try the other port. Do you see any glowing in there?
It's flashing. I think you might have to just connect the phone to it.
Yeah. All right, well, let me see the phone real quick.
There it is.
Round 2. It's plugged in. Continue. I agree. Continue. I agree. Well, it's connecting. 1 second. There we go. We're in CarPlay. It's actually working wirelessly. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video about all the behind the scenes over at DosLab and chilling out with Collin and GT. Thank you for having me, GT. Thanks for having us in general. And thanks for having me, Collin. I've said this 3 times already.
I know.
Yeah.
Of course, no problem.
But yeah, that was the last thing we needed to do. I've got a long drive home. I've got to get home for a meeting that's coming up in the morning. So yeah. Anyway, guys, don't forget, I do now have a Patreon. If you'd like to help support me, I'd greatly appreciate it. There'll be a link at the end of the video and also the description below. And also, I have memberships now. So either way, you can see these videos at least 1 day early, if not earlier. So if you'd like to support me, I'd greatly appreciate it. And that's about it for now. This has been a Hrutkay Mods video.